Hey everyone, my name is Dr. Ghafoor and I am a dentist within the UK who has a passion for mnemonics and education. If you have not seen our mnemonic series, then please see the links below. In this video we are specifically looking at the cranial nerves. We are going to look at each cranial nerve, their function, and will also outline if these are sensory, motor or both. We will also provide you with a mnemonic at the end of the presentation to help you remember the order of the cranial nerves. So if you're an anatomy student, a medical student or a dental student or any other health related professional that requires you to know these cranial nerves, then this video is for you. So let's get started. The first cranial nerve is the olfactory nerve. The olfactory nerve transmits information to the brain regarding a person's sense of smell. There are specialized neurons and nerve fibers that meet with other nerves which pass into the olfactory tract. The second cranial nerve is the optic nerve. The optic nerve transmits information to the brain regarding a person's vision. The third cranial nerve is the oculomotor nerve. The oculomotor nerve helps control muscle movements of the eyes. It also allows sphincteric muscles of the pupil to be constricting and dilating, and it also has innervation to the ciliary muscles that allow the lens to adjust to short range and long range vision. The fourth cranial nerve is the trochlear nerve. The trochlear nerve is also involved in eye movement. It has an innervation to the muscle called the superior oblique muscle and is responsible for the movement of the eye to point downwards and inwards. The trigeminal nerve is the largest cranial nerve and has both motor and sensory functions. Its motor functions helps a person to chew and clench their teeth and gives sensation to muscles in the tympanic membranes of the ear. Its sensory division has three components. It has the V1, V2 and V3 components. The V1 is the ophthalmic part, the V2 is the maxillary division, and the V3 is the mandibular division. Each division has innervation to the specific areas around the face and the head. The trigeminal nerve can also become dysfunctional and can lead to intense pain, causing trigeminal neuralgia. The sixth cranial nerve is the abducent nerve. This also helps control eye movements. The sixth cranial nerve innervates the lateral rectus muscle and is responsible for lateral gaze. The seventh cranial nerve is the facial nerve. The facial nerve also has both motor and sensory functions. The facial nerve is made up of four nuclei that serves different functions. So it has movements, it controls movements of facial expression. It also has innervation to the lacrimal, submaxillary and the submandibular glands. It has sensation to the external ear and also sensation of taste. The eighth cranial nerve is the vestibulocochlear nerve. This is involved with a person's hearing and balance. The ninth cranial nerve is the glossopharyngeal nerve, and this possesses both motor and sensory functions. The sensory function it receives is from the throat, the tonsils, the middle ear, the back of the tongue. It also involves in sensation of the tongue from the back of the tongue as well. The motor division provides movement to the stylopharyngeus, which is a muscle that allows the throat to shorten and widen. The 10th cranial nerve is the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve has a range of functions providing motor, sensory and parasympathetic functions. The sensory part provides sensation to the outer part of the ear, the throat, the heart, the abdominal organs. It also plays a role in taste sensation. The motor part provides movements to the throat and soft palate, whereas the parasympathetic function regulates heart rhythm and innervates smooth muscles in the airway, lungs and GI tract. The vagus nerve is one of the longest cranial nerves. The 11th cranial nerve is the accessory nerve. This provides motor function to some muscles in the neck. The sternocleidomastoid and trapezius muscles allows the person to rotate, extend and flex the neck and shoulders. And the last but not least is the 12th cranial nerve, which is the hypoglossal nerve. The hypoglossal nerve is a motor nerve that supplies the tongue muscles. So the mnemonic that we are going to use to help us remember the order of the cranial nerves is: oh ho ho, the trees are formed, very green, very artistic human. So if you remember Father Christmas saying, oh ho ho, where O is the olfactory nerve, the second O is the optic nerve, where the third O is the oculomotor nerve. And then remember the trees being very green, so you can say the trees are formed very green by a very artistic human, where the is equal to the trochlear nerve. Trees will indicate this trigeminal nerve. R is the abducent nerve. Formed is the facial nerve. Very is the vestibulocochlear nerve. Green equals the glossopharyngeal nerve. And then the last part, very artistic human, will be V is equal to the vagus nerve, A is equal to the accessory nerve, and H will be equal to the hypoglossal nerve. We really hope you found these mnemonics useful. We hope it will help you retain the information and being able to recall all the cranial nerves in a very systematic and organized manner. If you like the mnemonic, if you liked the contents that we've produced, please kindly subscribe to our channel, like, and also comment below if you need any other mnemonics to help you with your learning. Thank you very much for listening.